All right, I got some low impact cardio workouts here. I primarily use what you're seeing there, the elliptical, whenever I'm working through an injury. You can see my feet there, they're not slamming down like they normally do when I'm running. I've got a pretty good heel spur going on right now, and it just depends. Some days when I run dogs, it hurts really bad. When I go running, I run 3 times a week, and I can usually run 3 times a week, but sometimes that injury really hurts. I still want to get my cardio. I can get on this thing and I can go for an hour, and I don't feel that. So if you got something like shin splints, tendonitis in your Achilles tendonitis, a heel spur like I got, this is a really good option. But I'll also say that this isn't the end all be all, or the only if you're injured. This right here you will do just fine if what you see in this video is the only cardio you ever do. It'll keep you in plenty good shape to chase dogs around. As far as when I'm on this elliptical, I like to go for at least a half an hour, and I really like the interval setting because I think it really mimics the hunting, the sprint in between trees with a squirrel dog very, very well. So it goes for like 2 minutes really hard. I turn it all the way up. And then there's like 2 or 3 minutes in between where you kind of in a recovery stage. And to me, that replicates really well the game of turning your dog out, walking for a minute or two while it gets treed, run into the tree. Here in Arkansas, sometimes that's uphill. That's often uphill. And then taking a minute or two while you're looking around the tree for the squirrel, shooting the squirrel out, releasing your dog, running to the next one. This machine really replicates that well. So like I said, about a half hour on that to 45 minutes, and it does really, really well. The next machine that you're going to see me on here in just a little bit is the stair stepper. And that's not just a machine I lean on when I'm injured. That's a weekly part of my routine. So I try to run 3 days a week when my heel spur is not bothering me too much, and then 3 days a week I'm lifting weights. And on my weightlifting days, I like to add in this stair stepper. And what I do is those 3 days a week, I'm going to climb at least 100 flights of stairs, according to what the machine says, which at 10 feet per flight, that translates to 1,000 feet of elevation. I have never had anything prepare me for the elevation gain like this Stairmaster has. Earlier this year, I did a pretty hard deer hunt around the Buffalo River in Arkansas, and that's really up and down steep stuff. And ended up 19 straight days of over 10 miles a day hiking out there, and I flew up and down those hills like I never have before. My legs didn't get wore out. Normally where I was stopping, 2 or 3 times going up the hills. And for those of you who don't know, the hills here are generally average anywhere from 300 feet in elevation up to 600 or 700 feet in elevation to where I live. So, at that 1,000 feet a day, 3 times a week, that 1,000 feet kind of is the equivalent of you going up 2 of those hills nonstop. And for me, that's enough. Again, I like to run dogs. I do this. I can't run dogs every day, so I would just run dogs every day if I could. That would be my exercise, but I can't. So I do this so when I am out running dogs, I'm not struggling out there. So this gets me very, very well in shape for that. What I do is I just turn the setting up till it's uncomfortable, and I go as long as I can. It usually takes me between 16 and 20 minutes to complete my workout. Sometimes I'll try to, I get to the 15-minute mark and I'm saying I'm going to go for 20 minutes nonstop, and I'll make it hard on myself, and I'll turn it up for a minute to the 16-minute mark, and I'll turn it up another setting for 17, and I'll just keep turning it up every minute till I'm dang near almost running up that thing. And man, you just talk about a leg killer and a cardio workout, but be careful because you can go flying off of this thing. That would stink. But there you go. If you're injured or just looking to get started, these are 2 machines that'll do you well.